Yes, that baby.
Bunch of frauds dressed as homies, I'm like, go away. Hard-headed, learned the path and took my own way. Grab your camera, I'm showing up like it's my pro day. I don't really drink too much, but pour some rosé. I don't spend no time on throwaways. Money coming four ways, wait. Riding with no stowaways, I've been solid, how you gon' hate? That's whole shit, I'm like, okay, you gon' make me make a call. Send my pit bulls to your throne, $1 million, what I won't take to my back. They run their trap just like some bitches. Got no balls, so we speak at different pitches. Nowadays, only real shit get my interest. No more friends when talking dollars, that's your business, love my witness. I guess that's how it goes, the shit I'm dropping is gold. They see the movement to go, she see me losing control. That happens the more that you grow, she want the cloud not the throne. I keep that hoe on the toe, she know for me it's a go. They know I'm liable to blow, I might just open the door, I'ma go for the dough. Why the shady get offended? Say they love me, that's the stress like seventh innings. There's a text for that pretending, told them that from the beginning. Tried to change, but that change I wasn't feeling. How I'm feeling, I don't pray for, but I'm praying on my foes. My whole crew in as soon as they crack the doors. Do what I do, not cause I want, but cause I'm chose. They grew envy, lost some friends, that's how it goes, I suppose. Made a call, they wanna pay me for my soul. I left and told them mama I need some more. Call me Leroy, they can see I got the glow. From the concrete where I rose, just some thorns, not a rose. Still on the move, but living a dream. I'm changing the size of my team, building a moving machine to pursue what I do in my dreams. Don't do what they do for the green, selling my soul was extreme. They want the role I believe, but not the work that I see. I can conform to fit in, that's not me. I'd rather move on my team. I can conform to fit in, that's not me. I'd rather move on my team. Bunch of frauds dressed as homies, I'm like, go away. Hard-headed, learned the path and took my own way. Grab your camera, I'm showing up like it's my pro day. I don't really drink too much, but pour some rosé. I don't spend no time on throwaways. Money coming four ways, wait. Riding with no stowaways, I've been solid, how you gon' hate? That's whole shit, I'm like, okay, you gon' make me make a call. Send my pit bulls to your throne, $1 million, what I won't take to my back. They run their trap just like some bitches. Got no balls, so we speak at different pitches. Nowadays, only real shit get my interest. No more friends when talking dollars, that's your business, love my witness. I guess that's how it goes, the shit I'm dropping is gold. They see the movement to go, she see me losing control. That happens the more that you grow, she want the cloud not the throne. I keep that hoe on the toe, she know for me it's a go. They know I'm liable to blow, I might just open the door, I'ma go for the dough.
What's up? Welcome back. It is another Friday, and we back up in this thing. I see my boy Ain't Loud AJ in the chat being a disruptor. I respect the disruptors. I ain't gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. I got love for the disruptors in the game. My boy is definitely a disruptor, and I love it. Big shout out to AJ Ain't Loud. Man. Welcome back to another Friday, man. I'm not going to lie to you. My son was in here running amok. How do you control a 2-year-old, bro? I'm still trying to figure this out. How do you control a 2-year-old? The best you can do is make him do something. You can't even sympathize with him, like negotiate. You can't even negotiate with him. You know what I mean? Can't even negotiate. Shout out to my boy Cooper from the O inside the chat. He said, I need mine right off the top, and that's before discussion. Shit get different when you clear and you hold the button. Fuck you mean I switched the speed and left the wig behind. You feel me? I did leave a we behind too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let me see what else he said. Okay, here we go. Now I can finally fix my chat. He said he also put, you can freely speak your mind, but you gonna need your spine. You can starve off your name, you can't eat off mine. You feel me? Big shout out to my boy Cooper from the O. He be dropping my lyrics inside here just in case you're wondering where he's getting this stuff from. He said, I vow to never be a sucker, hand across my heart. You feel me? What the fuck is up with the chat? I'm on one. What's up with my boy Cooper from the O, bro? It's good to be back on a Friday. It's good to be back with my people. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Times are getting really stressful right now. We are hitting the realness, like the real part, like the part of the movie where it starts to get real. You know what I mean? The plot the plot has been discovered. It's thickened. You know what I'm saying? They got you basically gotten into the Freddy's dream. You know it's Freddy now. You know what I'm saying? You know what's gonna happen when you go to sleep. You heard the stories. You know what time it is. So when you do go to sleep, get ready. I'm in that mode right now. And why do you ask? If you hear my son back there, why do you ask? If you are asking, why is that? Why do I feel like I'm in that mode? Why is the timing getting to there? It's because any day now, my daughter can be here, bro. It is getting crazy. It's getting crazy. When my son was born, 3 days from now, he would have been born that day. You know what I mean? And as far as weeks in pregnancy goes. Now, they say, my son is going nuts out there. Now, they say when it's like that, the second pregnancy, more than likely, the kid will come around the same time. Now, if that's the case, shit's getting real. It's getting real, bro. It's a stressful time. I'm not going to lie to you. Why is it stressful, right? Why is it stressful? For one, it's stressful because I'm caught in that mode between thinking everything, I'm prepared for everything, versus I feel like I'm not fully prepared as much as I should be. Like, we just got our hospital bags packed. You know, my mother-in-law's coming down. She's going to help clean the house. You know, it's getting real. I haven't even put the car seat inside the car yet. You know, the infant seat. It's getting real, bro. Expect the unexpected. Facts. I know it's coming, bro. I know it's coming. And I'm slightly nervous. Slightly nervous. I don't know if you guys checked out the vlog I dropped earlier today. It's basically me pressing up a Thrash Life shirt. This is also a Thrash Life shirt. Eat the Week. It has a hyena right here. Let me see. Bing. You got the hyena right there. Eat the Week on the back. You got the pack of hyenas. You know what I'm saying? And I put that video up. I edited it last night. I feel like I might have pressed it last night too. I'm not 100% pressed the hoodie last night, but my point in even bringing that up is I'm realizing, bro, even with this, you just gotta jump, man. You gotta jump. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine. Since I always bring his name up, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to make it seem like I'm clout chasing or anything. But I was talking to a friend of mine. He's really big on YouTube. You know, he's been making a living off of YouTube for years. And I was like, man, when I'm introducing this next phase of my life, how should I do it on YouTube? And he was like, truthfully, your YouTube's all about music. I wouldn't do it there. I'd start a new YouTube for that. You know, I'd only talk about the clothing as it pertains to the music, you know, and just keep your YouTube on music. And I was like, man, usually I take my boy's advice because it's great advice. He knows what the hell he's talking about. Even right now, I know he knows what he's talking about. But the idea that I have for my YouTube versus how it's supposed to be used are kind of two different things. So I'm just going to figure this shit out as I go. You know what I mean? I'm just going to jump. I mean, Mike Tyson stopped doing a podcast. I don't know what he's talking about. But I feel like I'm just going to jump. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to do this shit. You don't know what's going to work until you actually do the shit, you know? Day with Saif. Hey, you know what? I actually have that that segment, you know, A Day in the Life of Saif Morrison. Now, I started that a long time ago. I'm not saying that to like say that I've been doing that more than anybody else. I hate when people do that shit, to be honest. But, you know, I feel like I'm just gonna keep pushing. You know, if it don't work, then guess what? I won't keep it going. But if it does, man, then shit, you know, we broke through right there. You know, so get ready for more vlogs with the A Day with Saif YouTube channel. Okay, I see what you're saying. I know, huh? See, but it's taken so long to get this one going. It's hard for me to think about even have it like running two different channels, man. That seems like a lot of work. I don't know. It seems like a cool idea, but starting from zero would suck, man. Would suck. I'm at 18,000 subscribers right now. You know how hard it is to get to 19? It's fucking hard. It's hard as shit. Pause. This shit is hard, man. So it's like, starting over just feels a little overwhelming. This shit seems like, man, dude, what the hell? I don't know. Maybe I'll make it like a playlist and I'll just keep adding to it. And if it don't work out, man, I'll just delete the playlist or archive it or some shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't know. Ain't Loud AJ says, oh man, Mike Tyson stopped doing podcasts. Are you saying that as a joke, or are you saying that Mike Tyson really stopped his podcast? Because if he did, that sucks, because his podcast was fucking great. Cooper from the A Day with Saif YouTube channel. It's not a bad idea, but like I said, man, it's a little overwhelming thinking about starting over, bro. Maybe a separate playlist for other people to tap into. Yeah, now that's what I was thinking of. You know, we'll see how it goes. You know, we'll see how it goes. I know that. I don't know, man. Like the hard part about YouTube, right? Staying consistent. I'm a recording artist. So announced a few hours ago. I was seeing the video. Yeah, please do, man. He's not doing hotboxing with Mike. No, wow. I wish I had my sound machine right now. My sound pads, bro. That is not a good. That sucks, man. That sucks, man. R.I.P. to another legend, man. You know, R.I.P. to a legend. I wish I had it. I'd put the dun 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 dun. You know, damn, R.I.P. But yeah, back to the channel, man. It's hard. I don't know. I don't think I can. I probably could. Don't get me wrong, but like, okay, I do music, right? I do music, and a big part of YouTube is staying consistent. Now, consistency and me is a hard move, right? I'm not even gonna lie to you. This shit's hard. So for me, dropping a music video every week, dropping me recording every week, like every other day recording something in here, on the, just doing this shit. It seems like a great idea, bro. But I don't know, man. That shit, like, dropping a music video every week is fucking crazy. That's crazy. So we're gonna get diverse with this. I feel like I'm gonna try to break a different vibe with this YouTube shit. Usually the rappers, they stay in a rap lane. They show you all types of jewelry and, like we show you all the stupid shit from rapping. The shit, we have some females in the studio rolling some weed. We'll go somewhere and we'll have double styrofoam cups with some shit in it that you think is lean or some shit. You know what I mean? I'll show you a pound of weed and I'll roll a blunt and smoke it with the homies. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Now I could do that all day, but it's not really me. So what I'm going to do with my YouTube channel, what I have been doing, is just showing you guys more of me. I'm going to be recording more music videos, but I'm going to do more vlogs of shit that I actually do, and eventually, people will either appreciate it by checking out my daily life and shit and what I'm into and how I am, excuse me, or they won't. But either way, man, we'll know in a few months if shit's working out or not, Is what it is. Let's see what the chat's talking about. Cooper from the O, he says, also, those shirts feel nice. Try heating vinyl on it. Also, I'm trying to cop those hard copies, signed maybe. Let me know. I got a cart ready. Okay. I got you, bro. I got you. Deadass, I got you. After this, I'm gonna figure out how to put my hard copies up. I don't have a hard copy from every album, but I know I have a few, especially in storage downstairs in the garage. So, I'll get to that, bro. I got you. Shout out to The Truth. Welcome to Truth in the building. Shout out to Cooper from the O. Shout out to Ain't Loud AJ. Shout out to W7 Cobalt. Shout out to my boy El Peron. I see all you guys right now. Let's get things going. You feel me? I named this podcast. I don't even know if this is a podcast. I don't even know if this needs a name, but I am calling this Just Jump because that's how it started. I just jumped. And now I always talk about, well, not always, but I talked about this a few times. You know what I mean? I talked about it a few times. When you're getting ready to make something or do something or pursue something, it's like being at the edge of a cliff. And I talked about this a few times, but I'm gonna address it again. It's like being at the edge of the cliff or being on the diving board, right? And it's like, man, you're nervous because you could swim, but there's a good chance you're going to drown. You know what I mean? You never know. So at the end of the day, you just got to jump. Whatever happens, whatever happens, you just got to jump. And that's why I named this Just Jump, because I just jumped and pressed record, bro. I had this microphone, I had this recording equipment, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do some live streams and I'm just going to see what happens. If the shit don't work out, it don't work out. If people don't like it, they just don't like it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be that dude that regrets later, hey, you know what? I should have just tried it. I should have just jumped and see where I landed. And that's why I call this Just Jump. You feel me? So yeah, the Just Jump live stream, podcast, whatever the fuck it is, we're just going to call it the Just Jump. You feel me? And shout out to the chat fam for rocking with me. We got about 6 people in here right now. If you haven't already, bro, hit the like button for your boy before we get this started. You know what I'm saying? Before we start also, let me give a shout out to the members. Shout out to my boy Ain't Loud AJ. Shout out to DJ Xander. Ain't Loud AJ. Bro, hit my inbox with your size and Addy, bro. I got something for you. Yeah, I had to say it in front of everybody. You feel me? Hit the inbox. If you want that, I got you. Pause. Shout out to DJ Xander. Shout out to Craig O'Hearn. Shout out to Joseph Nelson. Shout out to Scott Voss. Shout out to the longest member on the channel, Lynn Me Too. Shout out to Jeff Wallace. Shout out to my boy Cooper from the O. And if you want to be a member also, hit the link. Let me go ahead and put it in here, man. Let me go ahead and put it in here for my peoples. You feel me? For my weeples, for my weepolizations. You know what I'm saying? As the great E40 would say. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, yeah, here we go. So yeah, man, if you want to I'll think about it. Okay, motherfucker. Here we go. Yeah, so if you guys want to become members, hit that link right there. Sign up for any tier of membership that fits your budget. You know what I mean? Join in and enjoy the ride, bro. Membership comes with free downloads monthly. Depending on the membership tier you get, it comes with free merch monthly. This month was t-shirts, you know what I mean? Shit like that, man. I'm just trying to take care of my people. You feel me? Just try to take care of my people. But yeah, big shout out to the members of the channel. Let me see what we got here. Bass therapy for me. Big shout out to the bass heads, man. The bass head community is a really dope community of people. You know, I've been in different states and seen it, and I see that in a lot of different states it can get really, really, really melting potish. You know, it's a lot of different people, and I like that shit. In Texas, it was like a lot of it was like a few people with some dope cars. You know, Sacramento out here it's a lot of it's like a really, really tight-knit family out here. You know, it's really cool like that. Let me take some water. But yeah, big shout out to the basshead community. Bass is therapy for my boy The Truth, and I understand it. You know, R.I.P. to the Mike Tyson Hotboxing podcast. Can't believe they pulled the plug on that. I wonder why though. Hey, let me know in the chat. W7 Cobalt or Ain't Loud AJ. Let me know why, if you can. Let me know why they pulled the plug on that podcast. Though a couple of things I think that would make them pull the plug on it would be maybe revenue issues. Maybe revenue issues, or maybe funding. You know, they say it's the juice worth the squeeze. I say that a lot here. And if that's not your if it's not something that like a passion project, this is kind of like a passion project for me. You know, so I would do this if it wasn't making anything, just because I'm having fun with it. You know, how long would I do it? I don't know. If I wasn't making anything from it, I don't know. But who knows? You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was a passion project for him or if it was a business move. Now, as far as a business move, what has it been 6, maybe 7 years that he's been going? Now, usually within the 5 years of a business plan, if the shit ain't going the way, if it ain't hitting the trajectories, you cut ties and get out of there, right? So maybe that's something that happened. Who knows? You know, hopefully somebody will let me know in this chat, and you know, hey, we'll go from there. But the fact that Mike Tyson's daughter almost beat up Lil Boozy on that podcast, or almost caught fade with Lil Boozy, was legendary, man. It's crazy that shit's over with. Okay, exhale on that. Just to let you guys know, if you haven't already checked out the Amazon store, I'm going to be adding some things to that either tonight or in the morning. If I remember, hopefully I do. I think it's because he's preparing for the fight. He should have not. He should have just postponed it. He should have just got like somebody. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Oh, okay, for sure. I don't know what happened. Probably has something to do with the works. In the works of it, that is more profitable. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Like I was saying, if you haven't checked out the Amazon store, like I said, I am a content creator now. Shout out to Amazon for reaching out, asking me if I was interested, and I was. You know what I mean? I am. It's funny when these companies hit me up and ask me stuff like this. I just got another somebody reached out to me yesterday about like a footwear collaboration situation, and I think it's so funny when shit like this happens because I often forget kind of like what I do and who I am. So when I see it, I'm like, what the hell? What the hell does Amazon want with me? Or what does this shoe company want with me? And then I remember, oh yeah, I do music. like really do music, So, hey man, let's see where this ride ends. You feel me? Actually this floodlight behind me that projects this light right here, I got this from a collaboration. Shout out to Sensi. And yeah, man, yeah. But yeah, check out my Amazon store. All right, so let's get to it. I got a few topics that we're going to talk about. I didn't deep dive on the stuff that I really wanted to talk about within these topics, but I did go a little bit. So a lot of this stuff is going to be like straight off of the head, so let's get it. Pause. Okay, so I talked about my kid coming any fucking day now. Now, my feelings behind this is I'm a little nervous about this, man. I'm not going to lie. I have a son and I'm having a daughter. That was an anxiety deep breath. Like, having a daughter seems so crazy to me. Like, I don't want to change her diaper. That's just weird to me. I don't know. It just seems weird. Everything just seems weird. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. And she's not even here yet. You know what I mean? I don't know how to feel. But one thing I do feel is like a little bit of anxiety, man. It's weird. Like I said, thinking that everything is handled and then realizing that I am so far away from being 100% ready or 89% ready for a new kid is crazy. Do I think I'm going to be like ready as far as being a parent? Yeah, 100%. I already know that. Deep down, I know that. Deep down, I know I'm 200% ready to be a parent to another child. So I'm not worried about that part. But like, did we sterilize enough bottles? Do we have enough diapers right now? Now, one of the things that are really that's like really kicking up my anxiety is when my son was born, it was COVID, right? We had COVID to deal with. So we were quarantined most of the time. So people coming over or us taking the kid anywhere wasn't happening, right? Like, it wasn't even nothing to think about. People would come. My mom came and looked through the window. You know what I mean? Like we were at the hospital. We opened up the blinds and showed my mom my son through the window, and we both were totally perfectly fine with that. But the fact that we're back to like living regular, normal, and having a newborn, it's a little like worrisome because it's like, do I take it anywhere? Are you supposed to do that? Like, I don't know anything about that. It's hard for me to ask like a elder at this point, because if you had your kids in the 80s, that was different times. You motherfuckers smoke cigarettes around your kids. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't smoke cigarettes at all, but like the the times were totally different. Even football was different. You motherfuckers were trying to kill each other back then. Nowadays, you can barely cough on a football player, on a quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, times have changed. So it's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I know what to do, you know what I mean? But I don't know how loose I could be with my child. As far as people coming over, people holding my daughter. Oh, don't fucking hold my daughter. You know what I mean? Like, with my son, it was cool because I think he was like 2 or 3 months, maybe even 4, by the time family members and people came over. You know what I mean? But how soon is too soon? I don't know. I'm used to quarantine. Should I just say we're quarantined? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. And I know this seems like a little bit of nothing. You know what I mean? I know this seems like, man, you're just tripping. But nah, bro, it's real. It's real. I'm being real with you. This is like being 100% transparent. I don't know what the fuck to do right now. Not as in a bad way, but I'm just saying, like, okay, if it's up to me, nobody's coming over. My daughter ain't going nowhere. We're not doing shit besides being parents for a while. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. That's what we do on a daily anyways. But, just with everybody else out. But I don't know if that's the right way to go about things right now. W7 Cobalt says, our generation has a good immune system because we all got exposed. We was all exposed to what we were all exposed to. Yeah, that's true. That's very fucking true. That's very, very true. It's like, sheesh. Yeah. I can understand what you're saying, but yeah, I don't know. I want people to keep their fucking germs away from my kids. I'm not crazy about that now. Yeah, but I don't know. That's kind of where I am with the whole kid situation. What should I do and what shouldn't I do? Am I worried about raising another kid? No. As far as my daughter, I won't be worried about her until it's time for her, until boys start liking my daughter. That's when I'll start worrying. Because as of right now, having another kid, let's get it. I'm not worried about that. That's fun. You know what I mean? It's going to be stressful, yeah. It's going to be hard to sleep at night, yeah. Yeah. She's going to cry, yeah. I'm going to have to get up in the middle of the night, yeah. She's going to be screaming her head off sometimes, yeah, I know. But when it comes down to it, hey, man, it is what it is, right? You just got to do what you got to do. Big shout out to my boy Ain't Loud AJ, because whether this story is fake or not, I told him I was going to talk about it. Detroit Lions football stadium closed because a partially eaten body was found in a water filtration system. This is supposedly the second time this has happened or something like that. And to me, it seems like a fake story, but if it was going to happen anywhere, it makes sense that it would either be there or in Florida somewhere. I don't think the Miami Dolphins, maybe Jacksonville Jaguars. So either the Detroit Lions or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the Lions story, more than likely false. But when it comes down to the Jaguars, they got some nasty people in that stadium. Former Jaguars employee gets arrested and sentenced to 220 years for posting disturbing images on the Jumbotron, and a long list of things with minors and firearms being included in the case. What's going on out there, man? Florida, man. Florida is the perfect mix of great and bad. Dead ass, man. You got Disney World. You got Disney World. You got Kodak Black. You got Disney World, man. And then you got people that's eating people's faces off bath salts. Then you got this dude, this predator, that's working for the Jaguars, posting crazy stuff and getting 220 years. There's people that have murdered people and ain't got that much time. I think I'm starting to believe it's not about what you do, it's how poor you are and who you know or who you don't know, which is why you get the which is why these people get these big ass numbers, bro. Because like you got people. Okay, the dude that essayed a woman behind the, what was it, behind the dumpster. I think he went to Harvard or something like that. He basically got fucking, what was it, probation for graping a woman, which is freaking crazy, right? What's up with dude? But by who he knew, he was able to avoid jail time. Now this dude, 220 years. Does he deserve it? Yes. He was doing some crazy stuff with kids and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think he should, but I think both of them should. If you're out there graping women, you're out there graping kids, you should be in there. You know what I mean? You should be in there. Ain't Loud AJ says, why you always picking on Florida and Michigan, man? What they do to you? You know the crazy part about it? The craziest part about that, Ain't Loud AJ, is I don't choose what I talk about. I go and do some research on what's going on in the world and the craziest topics I talk about. And then I learn where these things are happening, and it's just a common occurrence, man. It is a common theme. It's a common theme that that a lot of this stuff happens in Detroit and Florida. Mainly Florida, though. Florida is crazy. Florida is crazy. For real, AJ forever giving Florida shit. Bro, I promise you I don't want to talk about these places. And the coldest part about it, you want to know the craziest part about it? I want to visit both of these places. Since I was a kid, I wanted to go to the fucking Detroit Tigers stadium for some reason. I don't even know why. I think it was because of Cecil Fielder. But I've always wanted to visit their stadium, and I wanted to go to Florida, period. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to visit these two places. And yeah, man, the older I get, I just keep reading crazy shit. And it's just not scaring me away. It's not scaring me away, bro. I feel like I'm like a moth, and I see the light, and I'm just fucking gravitating towards it. I gotta see these places, man. Especially Florida. Oh, my brother's calling me, but I'm not gonna answer right now. So I don't know if this is every state, but out here on social media where we live, Stockton, Sacramento, all these cities, they have like a big social media presence, right? Like if you're wanted or convicted or something, you're a suspect, they'll post your picture up on social media and, put in the caption or in the top, what is it? The captions, description. They'll put in the description what you're a suspect for, right? Now, a bill being passed is banning law enforcement from posting photos of crime suspects in California. And I'm like, at first I was like, man, what the hell? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? But imagine if you're falsely being suspected of something, like you're a suspect on some bullshit, and you ain't got nothing to do with it, and they got you all over social media talking about you raped somebody or something, or you're wanted for shooting somebody, and you ain't did nothing. You've been on a fucking Bible retreat all weekend. You know what I mean? Now imagine that's the case. Okay. Maybe 2 years ago, there was a serial killer in Stockton, right? California, where I'm from. Now, this dude, he was basically a serial killer. Now, the crazy part about it is there were different people that they thought it could be. You know, they were getting tips, and this is what he looks like. That's what he looks like. This is a video of him. I got on my Ring doorbell and stuff like that. Excuse me. And all that shit was being posted. So if that's the case, I fully understand, because it wasn't half of the people that they were posting. That's one thing I did learn. So if that's the case, I don't know. Like, I'm not mad at them stopping this. You know what I mean? I just know that it would get tricky if it's the wrong person. You know, that shit would be crazy. I would hate to be in that situation. I would hate to be in that situation. All right, so we talked about California. Let's go to New York with it. New York has started giving its illegal immigrants prepaid debit cards with $1,400 a month. But they must spend it on food and baby supplies. Now, we were talking about this. I was talking about this here, I feel like last month, maybe even before that. And I think this is crazy. I think this is crazy for the simple fact, the way people finesse the EBT cards or the food stamps, you know what I mean? Selling off your food stamps and shit. What do you think these illegal immigrants are going to do? If I come up to an illegal immigrant like, hey, bro, you got $1,400. Look, sell me half of it and I'll give you $500 for the 7. Who's not going to take that? You still got $700 to spend on food and your kid. You know what I mean? Who's not going to take that? This right here is what we call a slippery slope. A slippery slope, because while a lot of these people are going to be doing, while a portion of these people are going to be doing what they're supposed to be doing with this, you're going to have the finessers are going to catch on. And when they catch on who has this money, when the finessers find out who has this money, it's on, bro. I promise you it's on. It's going to be on, man. Get ready for the finessers to have a field day with these illegal immigrants, bro. Imagine an illegal immigrant having $1,400 and you like extorting them, telling them you're going to call ICE on them, you know what I mean, unless they cut you in. It's going to get crazy, bro. This shit's going to get crazy. The second question I have is why? Like, why are we doing this? You know, are these like refugees? If this is refugees and like it's a program, okay, I understand. But we also got to take care of our people. And I don't see where that's coming in. So $1,400 sounds a lot like the stimulus money. So instead of getting stimuluses, they're giving this. Okay, I see it. You know what I mean? I get that. But I think the craziest thing is, did the people go too crazy with the stimulus checks for them to stop doing that and start doing this for the illegal immigrants? It's like, okay, we're not going to give it to you guys anymore because y'all fucked it up. We're going to give it to them now, you know? And that's what it feels like. I don't know if that's the case, but it's kind of what it feels like. And what it makes me feel like is we got to start voting. Like the world has to start, United States has to start voting better, because giving $1,400 to an illegal immigrant versus giving $1,400 to a struggling fucking worker. You know what I mean? Somebody that's really working. You have jobs out there that people are working that can't even afford to like pay their rent. They gotta fucking they doing it to buy new votes. Bro, I'm about to get there. You have people that are working slave-worthy jobs to try to make ends meet that can't get a fucking they can't get a boost up. You know what I mean? And that's sad. My boy W7 Cobalt says they doing it to buy new votes. And I agree 100%, bro. I agree 100%. I think it's grimy. I think it's so grimy. It's so grimy how they finesse this. I talked about this in the past. What I think that they're doing versus what they're doing. And it seems like they're doing what I thought they were doing, which is they're bringing in these people, we'll call them illegals, but what they are fucking refugees. We go out there and we beat up a country, and then we take in some of their people that, you know, hey man, don't worry, you can seek refuge here. Then we bust them to a big city like either Houston, New York, possibly Florida, California, you know what I mean? Or states, my bad. We bust into these big states and cities and states, and we're like, you know what? While you're here, we're the ones that did it for you. Oh yeah, Americans. No. We are Democrats, or we are Republicans. And then we wink at them and we say, hey, we'll see you when the voting starts. And we'll keep taking care of you. Now, if you vote for the other dude, though, if you vote for Donald Trump, he's going to kick you out of here. And that's how they do it, bro. And it's so grimy. I'm about to skip these ads right now. It's so grimy. It's so grimy, bro. It's all a finesse. When I was a kid, I thought the best man won. I thought that's just what it was. I thought that's what it was. And it's not the case, bro. It's not the case. It's all about who has the best finesse. And it's always like that. And bro, music, it's all about the best finesse. They're like, man, I remember Nicki Minaj had a big issue with Travis Scott going number one. And she was upset that the way he went number one was through concert sales, where like if you bought a ticket to his concert or his festival, you got a free album. And that counts as the album sold to Billboard. And if you bought Kylie Jenner lip gloss, then that went, you know, you would have a code to download the album. And all this shit that he did, and him and the label did, you know, that made him go number one. And Nicki Minaj was so mad because they stopped her from bundling. They call it bundling. And it was like, what happened to just, like I said, the best man wins? Hey, you had a better album. You had more downloads on your album off of just downloads. It shit ain't like that no more. Nothing's like that, bro. Nothing's like that. Nothing's like that. And it sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks. And who am I to complain, right? I got so many subscribers on my YouTube channel from Steve Mead saying, hey, go check out Siph Morris's channel, man. And I love him to death for it. So I've benefited off of the same situation. You know what I mean? But I'm learning. But I also don't shit on anybody. You know what I mean? Oh, I got more subscribers than you. Even though I could do that to somebody if I wanted to be a hoe, but that's just not me, bro. You know what I mean? But it's crazy, man. Like the more the grimier this shit gets, the older I get, the grimier I can see this shit for what it is. The more grime I see, bro. It sucks. It sucks, man. This whole fucking world is disgusting. It really is. It sucks that I have to raise my kids in this shit because if I could, would I move them to fucking Mars? No, I wouldn't do that to my fucking kids, man. That would suck. You couldn't be around anybody? No. But what I would do if I could, if I could afford it, I would build a compound and fence the rest of the fucking world off. Would I allow them to go into the world all day? You could go to school, you could do all that shit because I'm not trying to raise fucking little weird ass monsters. But what I would do is I would have that compound just in case they get out in that world and they realize, you know what? I think I'm like you and I don't want to be a part of that. Then we can stay here. Bring your ass home. You feel me? Nothing's coming in here, you know? In a perfect world, man. In a perfect world. Yeah, the world's disgusting though, man. The world's disgusting. On another note, so just like the immigrants are getting this money, there's an immigrant on TikTok. This immigrant is mocking U.S. taxpayers who work hard like slaves because he found a way to finesse the system. Now, he was arrested for giving other immigrants advice on how to break into homes and legally become a squatter in the U.S. And while that is nasty, bro is fucking genius. Like, I'm not mad at him. Like, just like the same way a person can be technically innocent on trial, but still have to go to jail and be found guilty off of technicalities like loopholes and shit, is the same way I applaud this man for finessing the system. It sucks because I know that one day when I do own properties, well, multiple other properties like multifamily homes, because that's what I really want to get into. When we get there, we're going to have to deal with some shit like this eventually. And, you know, we're going to have to figure it out. But it's like, am I mad that he finessed the system? Nah, I'm not mad at him. You know what I mean? It sucks for the people that own that house, though. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that. And I think it's funny that he used TikTok. He used TikTok with his 500,000 followers to expose the finesses and shit like that. I think it's funny that he used TikTok being while America's trying to ban TikTok. I think that's so crazy because shit, you know what I mean? Like I can see why they're trying to ban the shit. At first I thought it was only about the kids. Now if it's only about the kids, you already know how I feel. Ban that shit. Ban all social media for kids. They should make a social media social media app for kids that only teach them educational shit, engineering stuff, history. What else would it be? Fashion. Only because you can actually make something like things like only shit you can make money off of. Not being an influencer, you know what I mean? Not no shit like that. But I mean, things you could turn into a profitable business should only be on this app. And that's all I would let my kids see, bro. That's all. Yeah, man, that's it. But hey, man, you know, that's a perfect world to me. And we don't live in a perfect world. W7 Cobalt says they used to use dead people, but there's a record of them. Ain't no record of the immigrants. Yeah, big facts. It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. The shit is nasty, man. This shit is nasty. Now, another thing that I was thinking about the immigrant dude that was exposing the finesses is, like I always say, man, A cloud chaser. Cloud chasers is just fucking stupid to me. And one thing about stupid people, if you sit back and give them room, they will always, always, always expose themselves and show you how stupid they are, bro. Like if you're an illegal immigrant, you're finessing places, and you've been living for free for hella long, why do you need to talk about it? You're just as bad as the people in Philadelphia that was living in the storage unit. You're just as bad as them, bro. If you sit back and allow these people to just do what they do, give them some time, sit back, they will ultimately hang themselves every fucking time, bro. And it's crazy. It's so crazy to me. And another thing that's crazy is this woman, right? She's in New York, I think. She's going to check on her mother's apartment. Her mother owns an apartment. She's going to go check on it because it's vacant. And so she goes there and she sees that 2 people are living in there. I think they're teenagers. They look like, if they are teens, they're like 19. They look a little older though. But it could be life that's catching up to these people. So she goes in the apartment and she's trying to get these immigrants out. And she's trying to get these squatters out, and they end up killing her and hiding her body. Bro, stop trying to be Superman. Stop trying to be Superman. For you to tell somebody, it's cool to go check on your property. But as soon as she would have noticed that somebody's living in there, get the fuck out of there. Call the cops. You don't know what them motherfuckers is capable of, bro. Or have your folks with you. Have your folks with you. Don't play around with people, bro. The last thing we need to be doing is playing around with people. Doing anything that can cost you your life is not the vibes, bro. Is not the vibes. I seen this reel the other day. Charlie Villanueva, he's an ex-basketball player. He had the title of the reel was like meeting this complete stranger and possibly risking my life because my wife sold our toaster on Facebook Marketplace. And I thought that was so funny because we put our lives in danger all the fucking time, but for what, bro? Why are we doing this shit? Why are we inviting people from Marketplace to our house? You know, I understand everybody don't see the dangers that everybody else sees. You know, like the stuff that I'll be worried about, a lot of people that didn't grow up where I live wouldn't have those same fears. Like I remember 50 Cent was being interviewed, right? And he was talking about the PTSD from being shot 9 times and people like trying to kill him multiple times throughout his life. He said that he doesn't, like a common person can just walk down the street. You know, they'll walk by bushes and it is what it is. The only thing they're worried about coming out of a bush may be like a cat or something, you know what I mean? Or a bird flying off. But for him, he's trying to look through the bush to see if somebody's squatting back there, or he's walking past cars and he's checking to see inside the windows to see if anybody's ducking and trying to come out and shoot him and shit, you know? And I thought that was so crazy because based on where you come from and what you've seen in your life, shit can get real. You know what I mean? Shit can be real for you. I remember somebody was like, man, you don't gangbang though. Why are you worried about it? And I was really young. What he meant by about it is like, you don't gangbang. Why are you worried about who's at the party or who's at this or who's over there? And I was like, bro, just because I didn't gangbang, but growing up where I grew up, I seen it all. I see the same shit as the gangbangers because we live in the same We live on the same block. We live in the same complex. My friends are the gangbangers. I'm not a gangbanger though. You feel me? Because I didn't decide to join. They still my homies. You know what I mean? We still went to the same school on the same bus. We came home, played the same tackle football game on the same field. It's still my homie. If I'm with them and their ops see him, I'm getting jumped with them. You feel me? So the same PTSD that his ass running around with, I'm running around with too. Because when they came up and shot and did a drive-by on the fucking block while we were playing football, I was there, motherfucker. You know what I mean? PTSD don't fucking stop because you didn't join the gang. You know what I mean? All that to say, man, watch yourself. If you are owning properties, don't just fucking chance your life. You know what I mean? Like, don't just chance your life. If you're fucking selling shit on Marketplace, don't just fucking don't chance your life, man. I seen this other topic where this woman was selling some Balenciaga shoes and this dude tried to rob her. And it's like, bro, you gotta watch who you meeting up with, man. This shit is crazy, bro. People lose their life all the time over stupid shit. My boy ain't loud AJ covering his face. I don't know why he doing it, but I probably agree with him, dead ass. But yeah, man. On another note, 7-Eleven is introducing hot dog flavored sparkling water. If you, just like the stupid people, if you give them space, they'll do stupid shit. If you put something stupid out there, it's going to be a whole fucking group of people that go and get that shit. I guarantee, I would put money on it that this hot dog water shit eventually is going to be as stupidly challenged as the crates. People walking up the milk crates is going to be as stupid as, depending on how nasty it is going to be like the Tide Pods and the fucking, what is that, Popeye's chicken sandwich. Is going to be hella people on the internet trying this shit, saying, yeah, man, here, I challenge you to drink this whole thing and not throw up. You know what I mean? Some weird, stupid shit. But hey, man, that's what we love these days. You know what I mean? That's what we love these days. Oh, that's a good fucking point. See, but they put the hot dogs on the rollers now. You know what I mean? On the rollers. But what if it really was hot dog water? That would be fucking nasty. All right, so this is an old question, right? We're in the studio, and this was like 2009, 2008, 2007 maybe. If you make hot dogs, right, and then you're done with the hot dogs. All the hot dogs have been taken out of the water. People have eaten their hot dogs, and a new group of homies come over. You come over to the house and you want a hot dog also. They say, yeah, go ahead, in the fridge. Get the hot dogs, boil them, yada, yada. Do you change the water? Or do you use the same hot dog water? I'm curious. Now, me, I'm changing the hot dog water, bro. Me, I'm not even eating no fucking hot dogs, period. I don't eat hot dogs. But if it was hot links, yes, I would change the water. To be honest, I'm not boiling a hot link though. I'm putting that shit in the oven. Ain't loud AJ says, but it's cooked in a factory before it's sent to the store. That's crazy. That's crazy. Repurposing old factory hot dog water is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Are you gonna try it? A Loud AJ for a coupon to fucking Papa Murphy's Pizza. Are you gonna try it? Yes or no? All right. So last topic, right? While A Loud AJ thinks about if he'll try the 7-Eleven hot dog water, Lizzo, popular artist, female artist, Lizzo is contemplating quitting music because she's tired of being picked on. She's tired of being the butt of the joke. She's tired of the rude comments and all this stuff. And I think that's cold. I think, yeah, I understand why she would do that. Bro, I had the craziest troll say the craziest shit to me the other week on Instagram. I put that on my life, bro. What he said, if he was in front of me, I wouldn't be here right now to do this shit. I guarantee it, bro. I promise to God, I would not be here to do this live right now. I would be in jail. I promise you. I know I would. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? If I seen that troll in real life and he said that to me. So I understand partially what Lizzo's going through, right? But what I can't understand is when you troll, because Lizzo is a troll. She kind of, right? What she does is trying to take she does the 8 Mile thing to where she's making fun of herself before the other people can make fun of her. Kind of like trying to take the power away, right? But to me, that's not really what's happening. I see her, like her Instagram handle is like Lizzo be eating. And it's like, or either that or it's her Twitter. But it's like, come on, bro. You don't got to do that to yourself to try to make people stop. You know what I mean? If it just makes me think like, oh, okay, you're ready for the jokes. You know what I mean? I seen, I can't remember all of the troll shit that I seen her do, but it's like, she tries to make she leans into it. She's a fatty and she leans into it. That's fucking hilarious. But shout out to Jacob T. Smith. But yeah, she like leans into it, right? And I think if that's the case, you just got to turn off all your comment sections because it's not going to stop. If you're doing that, right? If you're making yourself the butt of the joke, you got to get ready for everybody to make yourself the butt of the joke, right? You got to, like I put in here, you got to watch what you put into the universe because it's going to come back. It's like a boomerang. If you sit there and say, but you got to believe it too, you know what? I'm strong, I'm smart, I got this, you'll start exuding that, bro. But I think the craziest, my son is going nuts. Sheesh. I'm going to get out of here after this, but, so this made me think of a story, right? And I wish I could tell Lizzo this, but who knows? She probably wouldn't even want to hear this shit. But I remember I was in high school and, I was always the class clown, right? You can make the joke. You can make me the joke. I won't care. Nah, bro, I feel you, but nah. I was in high school and I liked being the class clown. You know what I mean? I thought I was always funny, and I am kind of funny. My mom fucking thinks I'm hilarious. My wife says everybody that doesn't live with me thinks that I'm fucking hilarious. And it's true, right? Everybody that doesn't live with me thinks that I am hilarious. And in high school, I was kind of the same way. But I remember when I got to this alternative school, I had to go to alternative school, and it was art class, and people like they were trying to make me the butt of the joke. Everything I said, these motherfuckers, like it was like 3 dudes, and the girls that were with them, and all these dudes was fucking losers. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was crazy because it was like, man. Like, you guys can't dress. You guys ain't cool. You can't rap. Like, why are you, what makes you think you could crack jokes on me? Bro, I was talking about this song and I told the homie, I was like, bro, did you hear what he said? He said, I put you in a figure six, figure six subtracted by 10, figure four. And I was like, that's fucking tight, man. This dude's hard. And dude was like, yeah, yeah, did you hear that? The fucking figure four by six, yeah. And I was like, bro, you making fun of me? You know what I mean? It was like, what? What's the problem? And I was like, damn. So it like really pissed me off because I felt like, dude, like they were trying to like fucking little boy me. You know what I mean? I felt like they were trying to like kind of fucking pick on me or something. Like, what the fuck? You motherfucker, you can't pick on me. Who the fuck are you? But before I go there, so I got home, right? And I told my dad about I had this fucking attitude. I was fucking like annoyed. And so I told my dad, or my dad's asking me like, what's going on? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And he was like, nah, what's up? And I was like, man, these people were like fucking joking with me too much in class. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, it seemed like every single thing I said, these motherfuckers had something to say, bro. It was like I'm a joke to them or something. And he was like, well, how do you act around them? I was like, I have a good time, but I'm not one to be picked on. He was like, if you joke around with somebody too much, they're going to think that you're a joke. And I was like, what do you mean? I can't be cool with these people? He was like, no, I'm not saying that. But if you're sitting there cracking jokes and, you know what I mean, and going back and forth and and you're taking it and dishing it and all that stuff, they're going to start treating you that way all the time, even when you don't feel like it. And I was like, wow. And I was like, well, what do I, so I should not just be cool with these people at all? He was like, nah, I'm not saying that. He said, what I'm saying is, if you don't want to be joked on and being taken as a joke, stop the jokes. And I was like, okay. Now, I've always been a person that if your advice is solid, you know what I mean, and it makes sense to me, and I can agree, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I buy in 100%. I buy in 100%. My doctor told me, hey, you have high blood pressure. You need to cut out the salt. Bro, I stopped eating salt, like, at all, until I had to start eating salt. You know what I mean? And it was crazy. Like, they were like, bro, you got to eat salt. Like, you got to eat something. You can't just not eat any salt. It got really bad. So what I do, I went to school the next day, and from then on, and I just stopped joking with these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And it got so bad till one of my homies was like, what's up? Why you got a chip on your shoulder? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't. It was like, I was like, I just can't, I can't keep being that person that's getting like shitted on. Like, I'm not him. It was like, bro, I get it, but you don't have to act like this towards everybody. I'm like, but everybody needs to understand that I'm not doing that. That's not how I'm getting down. And I think Lizzo needs that talk. I think just because you stop in music ain't gonna stop the way people are gonna be talking to you. Lizzo, this is to Lizzo, and I'm pretty sure she's never gonna see this. But if she does, Lizzo, you gotta change your approach. Stop leaning into that joke. Just because you're a big woman don't mean you have to be Lizzo be eaten. Just fucking be an artist. How about that? Stop trying to be trendy. Stop trying to be the topic, and just make some fucking music. You know who they never talk about? That was a bigger woman? Missy Elliott. Ain't nobody ever talked about her ass. Kelly Price. Nothing but respect for her. But they don't be leaning into that bullshit. Fat Joe literally has fat in his name, and don't nobody be getting on how big he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to the football or to the basketball Lakers game with your ass out, you know, with your butt cheeks cut out of the big shirt that you was wearing was tasteless. But get over it. You know what I mean? Just because you embarrassed yourself and people talked about you, don't mean that you can't bounce back from that shit. That don't mean that you got to put pie in your face. You know what I mean? Smash your face with pie. You know what I mean? To change the subject. Just fucking stop. If you weren't talented, you wouldn't be where you are. Fucking get onto the music. And that's what I'm about to do. So I want to say thank y'all for coming. Hopefully you guys had a good time. We got about 4 people in here. If you haven't already, hit the like button for your boy. For everybody that's catching this later, like my boy Cooper from the O, I hope you enjoyed. Big shout out to the members again. Get ready for the new music drop coming. My boy DJ Redbeard just finished the last edits, so I'll be sending those off to my people. As far as the shirt, I think I'm gonna shoot what shirt I'm gonna be introducing this time, just the same way that I just did this last vlog on my YouTube channel. So get ready to see which Basshead shirt will be. I'll be pressing up for the people this time. Yeah, man. Much love to everybody. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Pray for me and my family, man, because we are getting ready to have another kid, and life is about to be crazy. Peace. Love y'all to death, man.